So today I'm making a quick pizza dough, and I'll show you how to also make the pizza very quickly with some secret methods that they use in restaurants. So here's the ingredients. I mixed my warm water yeast mixture with honey because I don't use sugar and I don't have any sugar in the house. So this is the flour. In this case I used bread flour, and it has a little bit of salt and a little bit of garlic also mixed in there. So this is the special cup. It's kind of similar to what they would use in a restaurant, which is whirl, and it has 2 tablespoons of butter, about a tablespoon of oil, and about a tablespoon of olive oil. I'm making a small batch here, so I'm not really using the normal ratio. So one of the keys here is, once you mix these wet ingredients, you've got to keep kneading the dough, and just when you think you're done, you need to keep going. Because what's going to happen is you want to make like an elasticity to the dough, and it's going to feel kind of gooey and kind of sweaty just a little bit. So once you're done mixing the dough and you have a bowl that's nice and smooth and a tiny bit moist, then you put oil in the bowl, roll the ball around in the bowl, and then cover it with a rag to keep it warm as it rises. So we're going to show you the process of mixing the dough for a second, and then we'll cut to the finished product. So here I'm adding the yeast, and the butter, oil. It's a fork to start mixing the dough. Also, I do the whole thing in one bowl so you don't have flour all over the counter when you're done. One of the things is to try to keep a warm environment for your dough. So if you want to turn on the oven and let it sit near the oven, that'll help the dough. Because kitchens, and commercial kitchens, are especially hot. So now I added a little bit of oil to the bowl and to the ball, and I'll cover that. And we'll move that to a warmer area, like on top of the stove, and let that rise for about 45 minutes to an hour. It should double in size. You press it down, and then knead it out. So this is a seasoned pizza dough. It's been in the fridge overnight. One of the secrets to pizza dough at home is to make it really, really thin, even thinner than that, as thin as possible really, until it starts to rip. It has an elasticity, but eventually it will rip, and that's pretty much a sign that you got it as thin as it needs to be. And when you are kneading it out on a pizza peel, you need to pull it apart, like pick it up in the air and pull it apart, and it'll keep stretching and stretching and stretching. That's how you make it really super thin. And then you top it. Of course, make sure it's loose on the peel, because you put some flour down on the peel and shake it a little bit, and then it'll be ready to go in the oven for about 10-15 minutes. Next you'll add a little bit of Parmesan cheese to the base layer. And here's another kind of parm. A little more. Okay, so now we add the cheese, the main cheese, mozzarella. Add some toppings. Whatever is left over in the fridge will work. Give the pizza a little shake so it's easy to maneuver off the pizza peel. And there we go. Be back in about 10 minutes. So here we have our final product. And I just brushed a little bit of butter along the edges of the pizza. And there it is. Bon appetit.